This is a review of the VinLuxe wine aerator. It's the #1 aerator rated by worldwide reviewers of wine aerators. The aerator itself uses 3 stages, one where it splashes the wine against the sides, the second one where it passes the wine through 32 holes, and then down into a long funnel-like chamber where the wine swirls and gets mixed with air. This process oxidizes the wine by adding oxygen into the wine, which oxidizes the tannins. This improves the flavor and the bouquet of the wine and makes the wine taste much better, much quicker than pouring the wine into a decanter. The wine aerator comes in a nice presentation box, and it makes a nice gift for family or friends. Anybody who loves wine, even occasionally or quite often, this is a great gift. They look like a connoisseur of wine when they're using it to prepare the meal and present the wine to you. Inside of the box, you'll find a storage pouch that you can put the aerator in when you store it in a cabinet. You'll find the aerator itself, and this is a stand, so that after you pour wine through it, it may be slightly dripping wine. You can always stand it up in here, that way it drips into this holder. And you find a very brief instruction guide sheet from the manufacturer. Let's show the aerator up close. I think it's important to see that. I've reviewed an aerator that's identical to this one from another supplier, and it's probably the best aerator I've ever used. The first thing I want to tell you is that before you use this, it's always nice to wash it with warm soapy water and rinse it thoroughly before you pour the wine through. Here you can see the small umbrella-like shape. Pour the wine into this and have it splash over this, and it will tumble down the sides of this chamber and fall through the holes that you can see down below. There are 32 of them. This is stage 1. The holes are stage 2. The wine then gurgles through, falls into a combining chamber, and down through this long, narrow funnel that gradually gets larger. That causes the wine to swirl. And I tell you, when you're doing this, you can actually hear the wine gurgle because there's a gap in here and it's sucking air in with the wine. And that process quickly adds wine and air together. And normally you would take a red wine and pour it into a decanter and let it set for 1 or 2 hours. This does the process almost instantly. And you're going to get the same type of flavor, the same bouquet, and the same enjoyment from your wine. Here we have a nice bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon. When you open a wine, you let it stand for hours to let it breathe, or better yet, you pour it into a decanter, and the action of pouring the wine and splashing it into the decanter adds air and oxygen, and then you still let it stand for a couple hours. This wine aerator lets you avoid that long, tedious process, and even if you want to open another bottle of wine for dinner because you drank a little bit too much with your friends, you can always do this and pour this, and it's ready to drink with the same robust flavor and taste and aroma. I'm kind of doing this from an awkward position because I want you to see the process that the wine goes through. First of all, you hold it over the glass and you start the pouring process. You can hear the wine gurgling, and you can see the bubbles on top of the wine in the glass. And basically what it's doing is infusing the air into the wine. This is an excellent product, and it's worked extremely well for us at our dinners and parties. The entire process is fast and easy, and we've had excellent results with red wine. But don't forget, this is also an aerator for other types of wines and liquors. This is a ruggedly made piece of equipment. It's made of very thick acrylic. The unit comes with a lifetime guarantee that features no quibble, money-back offers. This device really makes your wine taste great very quickly. It's much faster, as I've mentioned. The multi-stage process allows more air to touch the surface of the wine as you pour it, and it reblends the wine back together. As I mentioned, this opens the bouquet of the wine, smooths out the flavor, and oxidizes the tannins and helps to break them down. This aerator speeds up the oxidation process and improves the taste and smell. It worked very well, and my wife and I like it a lot. I rate it as a 5-star item and I recommend it to you. I'd like you to know that this review was done by jjceo. I received a sample product for test and evaluation, and I promised that if I gave a review, it would be fair and honest.